Warm drinks are nice. Like that's
Okay.
why, like all of them. Like if you were talking, it's not healthy, but hot chalky milk is probably what I should be saying in my intro because it's more relatable. I think. Just grab a
Hot
cup of
chalky
hot,
milk?
yeah, chalky milk make the pain go away. Do you know that? Oh, really? I- Sure.
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Hot PvM, the show where the questions are spicy and the gameplay is sus. Each episode, I'm going to invite some of your favorite RuneScape content creators to PvM with me and answer questions in the hot seat. This week, we're hanging out with Protoxx, RuneScape's largest active YouTube creator and lover of all things tea. Protoxx is extremely well-versed in content creation and is literally a walking RuneScape Wikipedia. With over 111,000 subscribers on YouTube, he's been around for a hot minute, but don't let the 1,100 videos fool you. He's a fitness fanatic and outdoors enjoyer. But don't just take my word for it, let's hear it from Protoxx himself.
Whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
I'm your host, Ashley, and this is Hot PvM. Hi. I had a hard time finding stuff out about you on the internet.
That's possibly because I actually, or I'm just using him by the way. That's possibly because I generally like to keep a lot of stuff hidden, private stuff.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily mind talking about things like I mentioned to you before, but it's just like, is there anything you did find? Because I'm curious. Like
What's out
private life,
there?
probably nothing. Probably not. Like I'm like, no way, right?
So I found so little. I know that well, I don't know, but I think I saw
Weird.
that, I don't even remember
Rumored.
where, you used to be a PvPer?
What? How did you? Okay. I
I
don't
did
know
my
how you did the research.
research.
Oh, sorry.
uh,
That is. Wait, what? I'm really confused as to how you found that. But hey, that's
uh,
yes, that is true. That is true. My bad about missing this, by the way.
oh, it's fine.
I I
Yeah, I come
yes,
prepared.
yeah. This is awful. Oh, multitask. I'm telling you. Okay,
Oh.
okay, okay. We're good. We're good. I was Yeah, I was a PvP. That's true. I like to enjoy Clan Wars a lot. It's the main reason I used to play. I did a lot of free to play PvP, mainly because members PvP was less populated when I returned
Okay.
to the game from like a long break. I don't think you found anything like RuneScape history wise. I don't think there's anything out there. I'm thinking other than
Yeah,
that, right?
no, like I literally have no idea what you even do in RuneScape, like for like in your own free time for fun, not making content.
That is a really interesting question. I'm gonna or like a thing like you brought up because the thing is, please drop. No, Sag. Quick bank. I don't need to bank, but it's just
Yeah.
refresh. Um, I used to really enjoy certain PvM bosses with minions. So we're talking like elite dungeons. So I did a bunch of those. But
Okay.
nowadays, what I do, and now I do have a plan. I'm about to like do some skilling because I've been skilling to get the 110s. So right now I'm like working on fletching slowly but surely, doing my dailies, that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm doing. But usually, as soon as the recorder goes off, I finish like covering something new.
Uh-huh.
I don't necessarily play all that much RuneScape anymore. Like, it's and it has a few. There's a couple of reasons.
Yeah.
I consider myself a really seasonal player, so I don't necessarily like. Hold on. Well, this. It is tough to PVM while doing this. So once like I finish new content, for example, the primal mining and smithing update. Once I've done my
Mhm.
things, done my like videos on the topic, I usually oh crap. Uh, I usually just not play because at that point
Yeah.
I've usually played enough. Like I like to do some other things outside of RuneScape, so it's unless I really enjoyed the content. An example is Sanctum of Rebirth. I really did. So more than that than usual. Oh, we're doing this one, huh?
Okay. Sorry. Habit.
It's honestly it's so hard to PVM while answering questions that go beyond like, hey, what's a good moneymaker kind of
Yeah.
thing. I didn't expect it to be this hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like I will
Yeah.
not be breaking any TVs. But no, I mean, it used to be bossing and skilling when I was going for max. But after maxing, and I call this post-max syndrome, you kind of have like a moment where you're like, I don't really know what I want to be doing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not someone that would go for F5.8, for example. It's just
Right.
not
Okay.
me. Even though I'm well on my way, kind of, maybe ish. Not necessarily far off. Like because you have all the skilling methods, all the items, so it's really easy to get there. But yeah, no, to answer that question, outside of like video making, I don't play that much. When I am playing, it's more or less grinding towards something or gathering footage for the next video. I see videos as projects.
Yeah.
The most enjoyable thing about a video is like it feels like a mini achievement to finish a video. I a couple of times I've compared it to getting a 99, but not necessarily like getting a 99, but like it's ticking something off, and that's the enjoyable part for me. I like
Right.
finishing it and then seeing what people think. You know, I really enjoy that process.
So you don't play a lot of RuneScape. You do the fitness. You were into.
I do the
You do
fitness.
the
I do.
fitness.
Yes, yes. So I wouldn't exactly call myself level 99 agility or strength IRL, but I do like to work out. I work out 3 to 4 times per week. I used to take it very seriously. I still take it like not like competitive, but like really like everything, counting every calorie. I need to quickly charge
Oh
up
my
my.
goodness.
Come on.
So, what kind? Do you play sports or do you just work out in general?
I Oh crap. Gee, give me a second.
Oh
Let me.
goodness.
Oh no way, no way, no! I just died. Okay.
We guys, it's fine. Nothing can happen to us here.
I essentially not. You know, I think hard mode would
We
even
get
be
so
awesome.
much time in normal mode. Yeah.
Well, I just took off my prayer. Okay. I so mainly I just do fitness.
Yeah. Just okay.
So weightlifting. So we're talking like just the usual gym. You could call it bodybuilding, but that sounds stupid as if you're like doing it like. But yeah, like for visual appearance and physical strength, it's kind of what fitness is the correct.
That's fine.
Right now.
I mean, I always try and make it a point to work out as much as I can. Especially, it's hard when you are home all the time and then you also like play games and
Uh huh.
create
I mean, if you're
content. Like
making.
it's a lot of screen time and you have to like
Yep.
remind yourself to like stop, go do other things,
Mm-hmm.
be
Mm-hmm.
healthy.
I mean, especially as a content creator of RuneScape, right? Like you do a lot of. Also, I haven't. Oh, let's kill it quick. I didn't pay attention to the. Oh gosh, this has to be my worst kill ever. On my end, by the way. No, you're doing fine. Yeah,
Well, I
like
think you did
setting.
great.
I think it's, and this is something I find incredibly important.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, uncut moonstone, nice. I I think that if you play RuneScape for any more like an hour on average a day, you should at least be working out because health wise, like
Yeah.
sitting down all day isn't perfect. I mean, if you're a creator, especially,
Mm-hmm.
it's something you should definitely keep an eye on. Uh, and it's also a reason why I particularly don't like extended grinds. Like we were talking about boss logs earlier, I
Mm-hmm.
don't really do them because I don't like. I understand why people complete them. It's like the fun of completing something,
Yeah.
but it's not necessarily like something I would say. Hey, I place importance on completing X, Y, Z because it's a lot of time sitting down and doing something which you could be spending like doing fitness, for example. I'm not even kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could be grinding IRL and
Yeah.
then I know one of your questions is using the platform to better the game. I would prefer less mundane grinds in the game, but at the same time, it is RuneScape, so
Yeah.
like I mean,
That
I've
is a part
maxed.
of
It's
it.
not like
Yeah.
yeah, it's not like I can say, oh, I don't. Oh gosh, there we go. I definitely don't grind because I do, but yeah, I mean, I'm talking about things like ports.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I think it has no place in a video game personally, but at this point, anyway, it's too old.
Yeah. No, it's
But
definitely
there's,
outdated.
but it, and I'm also saying that because I haven't completed the ports. But hey, um, let's just ignore that for a second. So what about you? Are you like, is that something you pay attention to, like all the time, or is it like different?
Health and
Like,
fitness.
yeah, you have dogs though. That helps. Like for going for
Yeah, so
walks and
I
stuff.
have to go outside like
You have
X
no
amount of
choice.
times during the day. I go outside and get sunlight and walk with my dogs.
Mm-hmm. That helps.
I also try and make it a habit where if I'm uh anytime I stream now, I stand up the whole time I stream. So I'm not
What?
sitting. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. A guide doesn't have to be perfect to be useful. I could put it like this way, like you could okay, this is gonna be a really weird comparison actually. You could make a guide to cook an egg, but it's not going to be a Michelin star meal, but it's still useful to people that I mean, who doesn't know that? Okay, if you're watching this and you don't know how to cook an egg, please, you need help. But what I'm trying to say here does make sense, I hope.
Uh-huh.
Like if you can teach someone to cook an egg, which they couldn't do previously, then you've accomplished something with,
Yeah.
in this case, your video. Which one are we? Oh, just hold on.
Oh,
Don't worry. Wait,
I
wait. I can damage this one, and I'll
I
help
will
you in a
come. No, I'm
second.
coming to you. I'm coming to you.
Okay, okay. Then in that case, oh, that was a big dumb moment. Yeah, my rotations are going to be terribly off, but we're getting kills, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Um, hold on.
Cooking an egg, we help someone.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, that we talked about it a little bit earlier, but making a perfect guide on RuneScape is really tricky.
Yeah.
Like you can make a perfect guide for someone who only uses non-degradable armor, but then someone's going to be like, "Yeah, but what about invention perks?" And this is a weird comparison, but what I'm trying to say is, uh, guides can't be made for everyone because people are so different in this
Yeah.
game. Rotations, like gear specific. There's so many items in this game as well. It's crazy. Well, let me kill these. Ooh. There's so many different items and gear combinations that it's impossible. That's why I stopped actually doing gear setups for most of my guides, because at this point it's getting annoying to basically mention, hey, um, if you're doing, let's say, this boss right here, like you can mention a million different things that help. I think you can use the obliteration spec as well to cheese these pillars or something. Do you know or
Um.
not?
No, I mean probably. I've never.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But that's the thing. So yeah. Uh,
Uh-huh.
I feel like yeah, you can mention that, but like people are just going to be overwhelmed by the list of things. So that's why I stopped mentioning gear in guides. I just make a
Yeah.
quick guide because it's a little bit tiring to like have to try and figure out every bit of the puzzle. Or oh, I could have just done way more DPS. Anyways, yeah, it's I don't know. It's just
There's a lot,
that's
and it is overwhelming, and everyone plays differently, and it's really hard to tell someone like bring this
mm-hmm.
specific thing to PvM because they, for whatever reason, there's so many reasons why someone might not have something or might prefer something else.
Mm-hmm. And they'll get scared. Not the high level PVMers, but
Yeah.
they look at like a boss guide. Just taking a little sip, sorry. For
Of
beginners,
tea.
yes, of tea, black tea, Earl Grey. Not sponsored, by
That's
the way,
my
but I
favorite
would be.
tea.
It is the best tea.
It is. It really is.
But now I'm going to say something incredibly, maybe brand damaging to myself,
Okay.
about myself. So if you're a black tea drinker, I can 100% guarantee that you also enjoy coffee, right?
Okay, yeah, I do
Yeah.
enjoy coffee.
So I may or may not have developed a taste for cappuccinos and coffees in the last year or so, and I've been drinking
Are you
less
cheating
tea.
on
That's what I'm
tea?
saying. That's basically what's going on. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it's sinful. It's sinful. It's just
I thought
I
I'd
know
get some exclusive information. I didn't think it'd be that important.
it's huge. I'm it's just it. Oh, my familiar has no scrolls. Hmm,
Hmm,
that is
that's
sad.
nice.
I mean, I don't really need scrolls here to be fair, but hey,
Hmm.
you know, everything is better than nothing.
I've in the
Well,
last few months quit caffeine.
wait, what? Oh, but
Yeah.
you can't drink black tea then, though.
Yeah, I haven't had tea or coffee in I don't know how long it's been now. I want to say like maybe 6 months. I've had tea, but
Nice.
I've just had herbal teas, and yeah,
Oh, yeah. So those don't have caffeine.
yeah, yeah.
Pretty
So
sure.
I'm
So
off the
that's yeah,
calf.
nice. All right, let's clap her up.
But yeah, no, it's
Kaboom.
why do you love tea? Is there anything about tea that you just love, or you just love it like in general?
Warm drinks are nice. Like that's
Okay.
why, like all of them. Like if you were talking, it's not healthy, but hot chalky milk is probably what I should be saying in my intro because it's more relatable. I think. Just grab a
Hot
cup of
chalky
hot,
milk?
yeah. Chalky milk make the pain go away. Do you know that? Oh, really? I- Sure. No, I don't drink that often, but yeah, it's like a guilty pleasure to drink
Okay.
hot chalky milk.
Okay. Kind of like
It's
a hot chocolate kind of vibe. Just okay.
yeah, like
Oh.
it's that. But yeah, just hot drinks in general are really
Yeah,
nice.
I do
Tea's
like
just
hot drinks.
easy to make. You can make it anywhere.
Yeah, true.
It's the main reason. Just slurp that. Just gulp it out. It's just I don't like it when it goes cold though. Well, coffee,
Uh-huh.
but if it is cold, it's still very drinkable. Tea isn't. I feel like tea's disgusting when it's cold.
Okay, here's an important question. Do you reheat your hot drinks? Or are they done once they've gone cold?
I have, but generally no. I think that's too yucky. I would
Okay.
rather not basically.
I think a lot of people do the same thing.
Nah, people that warm up their tea consistently in like the microwave are psychopaths. I'm telling you right now. Seriously,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
make new
they're
tea.
definitely psychopaths and not me.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Like no one would
Yeah,
do that now.
that's
Yeah.
wild behavior. It's
Uh huh.
uncivilized. Yeah.
Uncivilized. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. Oh.
Uh oh,
Almost missed it. There we
oh.
go. We're good. No, we're good. We're good. I said
We're
nothing
trying to get
happened.
a
Nothing.
PR here. Come on.
Yeah, I'm getting more like I'm getting closer to my rotations. Got like getting
Hmm.
back used to it. So it's good. I should probably have used Living Death here, but hey, it's all good.
Well, we
Speaking
skipped
of,
the
let me.
moonstones in the first round, so that's like huge.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Big
actually
DPS. I'm telling
gaming.
you. Guide makers working together. It's insane. Unbeatable. Unbeatable. Yeah, that was terrible. We killed it though.
I think it was
Basically, there.
great. It was huge DPS.
Actually, hold on. That is. Oh, it could have been a PR. Just 1 second off or something for me.
Uh,
Sad.
I don't even know what my PR is here.
I'm not gonna look. I don't want you to share my terrible PRs. I'm ashamed.
What is this Vermix? 130. Actually, it's 139 and yeah, 139.
I mean, that is beatable.
Yeah, no, that's definitely beatable.
I mean, it's not gonna happen with me, but I'm just saying it's very
It's
beatable.
yeah.
I'm honest. Honestly, and that's
Yeah.
like if we're talking about like content, that's one thing I always stand by. I'm straight up. If I don't like
Yeah.
something in the game, I'll people. You know what I like don't really like is when people say if I bash on Jagex, right? They're
Hmm.
like, "Oh, you're always being so negative." And when I'm like, "Yeah, this isn't too bad," people are like, "Oh yeah, you're getting paid by
Yeah.
Jagex." I'm like,
You
"What?
were
What do you
yeah,
mean?"
they're paying you.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, yeah, I was gonna bring that up because that's one thing that I actually really have admired about you, especially as obviously one of the biggest creators in RuneScape 3 category.
That's right. Stroke my ego. There we
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
Biggest,
That's what I'm here for.
biggest creator. Yeah.
The
That just
biggest
instantly
RuneScape 3 creator ever to exist. You, you don't
huge.
have
No, no. The way
huge.
yeah, the way I see it, honestly, person in between is I might have the most subscribers, but I mean, when I moved to old school RuneScape, I'm just another like sizable creator, right?
Yeah.
I never really like. For example, I've when I was at like let's grab this one. I don't think subscribers matter in that sense.
Hmm.
I think how you go or interact with the community and how much like you're actively getting. Maybe view wise is more of an indication of like how popular you are. Subscribers are like most of them are like half dead. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's what happens with any YouTuber, by the way. For any like,
Hmm.
so yes, I'm a fairly popular RuneScape 3 creator,
Hmm.
but I never like see myself as hey, I'm number one in subscribers. No, no. I consider myself an introvert, definitely, but I'm really social, and people think I'm an extrovert. IRL,
Yeah.
that is. Not everyone though, but the people like, for example, your internship guide. You know, you work together with them for like 6 months in
Uh-huh.
internship, like it's only in the workforce. They generally consider me to be an extrovert, but I'm definitely not. So the difference being, you use if you're an introvert, you're able to enjoy alone time, and you use that to recharge, so
Hmm.
that you can engage in, let's say, a party or whatever. That makes you tired. At least that's the way I see it. So, what do you consider yourself to be, Ashley?
I'm weird. It's uh it's so strange. I am not shy even a little bit in like a big group. Like
Is that with unknown people or like known people to you?
either
Like,
or. Like if it's
oh,
like a
really?
yeah, like a bigger group, like people watching me, like I've never been afraid to like be wacky and get on stage and like do crazy things. Like I'm never had a problem with it, but when you sit me down like one on one with someone, whether I know
What?
them or not, not so
Really?
much like after I get to know someone for a while, but like if I've just met them or I don't know them very well or at all, oh my goodness.
That is so. So you don't mind going on like a public stage
Yeah.
compared to like speaking to, I don't know. Let's say you've been in workforce for a while, like having your what is it, like your yearly talk where you're like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I've been performing this well. I want to raise for
Uh-huh.
X, Y, Z kind of thing. You don't okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, so like that to me is like terrifying. But going up in front of like the whole company and like giving a presentation or something, for example, would I had no problem at all.
That okay.
So
So
I don't know, like
I
it's
think you're an
weird.
extrovert then, maybe.
Yeah, I don't
Do you get
know. I think I'm
do you
just
get
nervous. I don't know.
we've got a bunch of scabs coming up with the new update somewhere, the new Slayer creature for the Slayer helmet.
Yeah.
Or was it was it a scarab? I think it was a scarab. Scabarite. Something else? I don't know.
Um,
Um,
I don't know. Honestly, I've like I've not been paying attention to like I know what's happening in the game, but I don't know the details.
no, 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 no. This is no. The unacceptable as a streamer. Unacceptable.
Yeah, like
No.
people ask me and I'm like, "Oh, no kidding. I had no idea."
Okay, okay, hold on, hold on. What update is coming next week? Do you know?
Yeah, the Conjure.
Okay, okay. No, okay, okay. Then it's fine. You're not that
Yeah,
out
no,
of
no,
the.
yeah, like I like have a basic
Okay, okay. We're good. No, no. I was gonna say,
understanding
like, if you
of
don't know what
generally
Conjure's
what's
coming,
happening. Yeah.
that would be awful.
Like I
Oh
knew
crap.
there was a new Slayer creature and upgrade to the Slayer helm for necromancy and
Hmm.
whatever, but like what it was, I couldn't tell you.
I'm basically a dictionary for that kind of stuff. So if you wanna know, then I mean I'm right here. Like the Scaling Boss pulling up,
Yeah, I'm
23rd
like,
of
yeah, there's a
September.
skilling boss.
Yep. It's just
Yep.
I. Hey, that's nice to drop. But yeah, Skilling Boss. I think yeah, 23rd, and then the quest comes the week before, which is, I believe is the 16th of September.
Oh, that's my birthday.
Oh, well, it's a bit too early to be saying early happy birthday. I'll be honest, it's like 2-3 weeks out. But hey, early happy birthday, Ashley.
I don't know. Birthdays are
Wait,
kind of.
how I should say young are you turning? Because otherwise it's disrespectful, right? Like, how old are you
No,
gonna
I
be?
see that's the thing. I'm at that age where I don't care. Like you know what I mean? Like you could tell me you think I like seem and act or look like I'm 45 and I'd be like, "Okay, fair. I could see that some days."
Nah,
Like
nah,
it's
nah.
not.
I was right close by saying 30. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
30, I'll be 32.
was there a big switch between turning like ending your 20s? Was it like a traumatic event, as some people tend to?
Oh
I don't know.
no. See, the way I look at it, and maybe that's because I'm becoming old lady, but the way that I see it is the 20s are like not something like I'd ever want to go back to. Just
What?
because well, so if you
Okay.
think about it, well, not everyone, right? But some people, myself included, I grinded my whole 20s. Like I was working hard. I was trying to get my life together. Like I was struggling trying to like figure life out and get myself set up.
Respect.
Now I'm 30 and I'm chilling. I've got everything figured out.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? So I took that time in my 20s where everyone was having fun and going out and living life, and I did not. And I didn't even play video games most of it. I started easing back into video games after I graduated from college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I quit video games to focus on school and work and getting life together. And yeah, so
Oh
no,
crap.
my 20s, I was happy to get out of that stage, and I'm very excited about this one. My 30s are like going to be the best years of my life.
Where I'm from, your 20s are considered like, if you're a student anyway, like a
Uh-huh.
back. Partying is considered to be like, hey, you should be doing this, or else you're like different. Not not
Yeah.
not hugely, but yeah,
You're from the Netherlands, right?
yeah. So the partying is pretty culture is
Yeah.
pretty.
One of my best friends from the internet, from my best online
The
friends.
internet.
Oh God. See, I'm getting old.
Yeah,
One of my best online friends, she's from the Netherlands, and she parties, and it's so funny. I love
I
it.
mean, there's way more to like. I mean, personally, I just finished my education.
Mm-hmm.
Went out like, we're talking like a club, like 2 3 times.
Yeah.
If we're talking like going like to like a bar, maybe like going for some pool, or like yeah, pool. Yeah, I think it's so. Is it called pooling? I don't know. I think
Pool?
yeah, pool, like using a stick to jab some balls into a hole.
Oh yeah, yeah, pool. Okay.
Pool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pool. Okay.
pool cafes. Yeah, it's more or less. That's, I mean, that's still going out, but not like partying. That's how I always treat it. I just focused on school, YouTube,
Uh-huh.
uh, and still had enough like fun time with friends.
Yeah. Yeah, a
Uh,
little fun
and I don't
time.
regret it. Yeah, yeah. Don't regret it. I think focusing on your career is more important, because but then don't let it go at a cost where you're, oh crap, I didn't pay attention to the thingies. I might die.
I believe.
Uh, oh, no, we're
Yeah.
good. We're
Look at
good.
that.
We're good. We're totally fine. We're about to die though, because I just Ooh, damage, 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 please. Uh, Lord save me. Ooh. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're not good. Oh, we are. No, we're good.
All that is just to say I'm so happy I'm not in my 20s anymore, and that is all behind me.
Oh, makes total sense. Like, I don't think there would be many people that would like disagree if your path was that way. No, I think that's.
Yeah.
Besides, it isn't like at 30 you suddenly like your body's like deteriorating into just atoms
Oh,
or
you'd be
something.
surprised.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Are we having back issues yet?
Wait, how old are you?
I'm way younger than
Okay.
anyone thinks, unless they
I know
know.
you've just graduated because I stalked you before our conversation.
Uh-huh. That is true. Yes.
So you
Yes.
can only be, well, I guess you can graduate anytime, but I was assuming you were maybe in your, I would
Yeah,
put
go
you at
ahead.
like 24, 25.
Yeah, 24, yeah.
Okay.
Started my bachelor at 20 and boom, we're done.
Yeah, okay.
I had previous education, obviously, but like the way the school works here, I had to, the way I had, the path I took, I was going to be 20 regardless, before I could start my bachelor.
Yeah.
So now in case anyone's wondering, I studied construction engineering before, basically.
Okay.
Now I graduated industrial engineering, and construction engineering was like at a lower level. It wasn't like I wanted to be an architect first
Okay.
because I was playing Minecraft. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, kind of,
I
maybe,
mean,
but no. But now I'm an industrial engineer, finished. So I'll be rolling into a position soon. I'm working on like starting the career, but YouTube has been a perfect like side hustle. Yeah,
yeah.
it's you wouldn't expect it maybe, but I'm not a full timer. I do put in full time hours occasionally,
Uh-huh.
which actually means often. But yeah, I'm not like for example, RS guy has
Yeah.
Orion, or should I say mod RS guy
Mod. Yeah.
has been mod nowadays. He can wield the rotten
Mod,
potato.
by the way.
Yeah, has been I think full time for like a long time. That's no, I would never risk it that early,
Yeah.
but he did, and it's been working out perfectly for him. So I mean, if I look back, I could have, but I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket personally. That's why I never like quit school for YouTube or
Yeah. Do you
just
enjoy it
doesn't.
enough to do it full time?
Yeah, I
Okay.
could easily just switch. I could have done it a few years ago. I could have done it like
Yeah.
today. I definitely would. It's just that I don't feel like there's. So, for example, if you don't really like build your pension, you have to like do it yourself. If you're doing YouTube or Twitch or whatever,
Yeah.
that's a risk, I think, and you'd have to earn significantly more for it to be truly worth it, I think. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, YouTube, I'm sure you know from your own videos, it's not bad, but like for the hours you put in it, it is bad. Like it's like,
Oh yeah, for the time invested, yeah, it's
yeah,
not
for the time of
great.
it, the only time it's good is if you were to get a sponsor every video,
Yeah.
I would be making bank, like absolute bank. Like I just know, like because a sponsor just literally like 10x's the amount of money you make from a video.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes that is worth the comments like, "Oh, are you promoting that one mobile game?" And yes,
Yeah.
I know, but guys, sometimes you need the bag to pay the bills, okay?
Yeah.
Just as long as it isn't an actual scam, and the game's relatively fun, I'll promote it.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind if the game has microtransactions as long as it's at least fun to play free to play.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could be getting paid for this, by the way. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, that's true. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even have said their name.
Yeah, people knew what. I mean, there's more games than Raid.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a common misconception that Raid pays exceptionally well.
Yeah.
They pay about average, honestly. Like it's not like on Raid sponsorship you can buy a Lambo. It's just not
Yeah.
happening. It would be nice if that was the case. Like I do want one, but it's not happening with the Raid Shadow Legends. I'm telling you that. It's not happening with any sponsor at my size. But hey, just something to point out because people, you might have noticed some creators getting the sponsorship and people in the comments being like, "Get that bag."
Yeah.
It's an increase in like money for video, but it's not like you're suddenly set for life or anything. I wish. Would it be nice? would have made me reconsider finishing my education if I was getting set for life from a single sponsorship. But no, things aren't that easy.
So we're getting into the workforce. What is that gonna mean for YouTube?
That's a very I don't have a black and white answer,
Yeah.
but I expect to be doing about roughly the same. What I'm trying to find is something that will at least allow me to cover updates on update day. So where I have like a remote day on Mondays, and then I'll be able to look half a day and then switch. So
Yeah.
like 8 to 12. For me, 12 is when the update comes. And that way I'll be able to like still do the majority of the fun stuff because I really enjoy new updates. I the best thing about like YouTube. And as a player, it's just the new stuff is the most exciting for me personally. I do expect it'll have a definite like impact, but I don't think the impact's going to be as big because I've had full-time internships, which effectively require me to be there like 36 hours
Okay.
a week,
Yeah.
and I've managed to keep doing YouTube. So I don't. What I do expect will happen though is that as soon as I am making like a proper salary on the side, I might like shift certain video types out of my like rotation
Yeah.
and stick to like the most fun stuff because I right now I upload things because one I want to keep uploading and two because I feel like I really like want to update X Guide or something. Could be that because of time or like other reasons I decide to upload certain types of guides less often, just focus on the what I just do, like the playing stuff, so like new updates, and not so much like trying to be the video version of, well, you could say the visual version of the RuneScape wiki. I think people have compared
Yeah.
me to that. Worth noting, I check everything myself, and sometimes I even have added things to the wiki, so it's not like I'm straight up ripping it from the wiki. But it can
Yeah.
seem that way sometimes. I mean, it's a great source. I use it to check things if I'm missing something because it's just so much in the game. So let's say I have a list for a boss or like a bit of old content, like, let's see if the wiki has something I've forgotten to talk about. And they're like, oh yeah, the brooch of the gods. Oh yeah, or well, not the brooch for like a scaling method. Oh yeah, the brooch. Yeah, that still exists. That kind of stuff. But yeah, I expect it will have an impact, but I don't think. Oh, we didn't kill that minion. I don't expect it will like change that much. But you know, the reason I unless you want to interrupt, by the way, I'll just keep on
No,
going.
yeah.
The reason I like education job is at some point I do see myself not continuing YouTube. That might be like in a different phase of life, even though like you're in your 30s now and you're not like you're like you're getting
I've
into
only
it.
just
So
started.
yeah, I I I personally expect at that point I'll definitely like I can just see it happening because I don't know starting you getting your home, maybe even perhaps starting a family. I don't even know. We'll see.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff to just be so time consuming, and you'll be like, okay, covering updates for a clicking simulator. Sorry, RuneScape. It's kind of what you are for the most part. Is not exactly what I would call the best way to spend your time, I guess.
Yeah.
But oh, what I was literally okay. I was literally clicking on it, but
Yeah.
no. Anyways, no one saw that.
No.
Yeah, it's like I can imagine that happening. Unless I was size where I was like making absolute bank,
Yeah.
I feel like it's I might be worth the explanation. I'm a little bit less nowadays, but I was earning a livable income, or have been earning a livable income for like what is it, 3 4 years from YouTube. So it's not like I like yeah. It's oh crap.
Did not make that one.
Yeah. Oh,
Or
oh,
that one.
oh,
I'm just eating
we're
them.
getting obliterated. We're gonna get sucked into the next one, by the way.
Oh
We need
yeah,
to
we are.
quickly. Oh, please, let's try and kill her. Come on, come on, come on.
Absolutely.
Come on, come on, come on. Die, 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 die. Please, 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 please. Float. No! With so many stacks, too.
Oh
No,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know, like, do you see yourself? Okay, this might be a terrible question to ask because you're just starting out, but, like, do you see yourself doing YouTube in 5 years?
Well, so the thing is, like, for me, it's purely just a fun hobby. And that's why I literally do whatever I want to do. I don't even stick to just RuneScape. Like, just anything that I want to do and I think is fun, I just put it out there because I found it to be enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, I don't see myself doing it forever. Just until it's like not fun anymore, you know? I don't know. People are very mean on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I talk
Yep.
about this a little bit with Ryan too, but
Yep. Yep. I know. Yep. Yep.
they can be quite mean. And while it doesn't like affect me, because I always say they could never say anything to me on the internet that's meaner than what like my grandma has said to me in real life to my face.
Uh-huh.
One, it takes a little bit of the fun out of it, but two, I know just from reading comments that I'm definitely, and I wouldn't expect to be, but I am not for everyone.
You don't have to be, right? That's
Yeah.
the beautiful thing about YouTube and there being different types of channels. You can literally just be being chilling and being like part of. Oh crap!
Yeah.
You don't have to be. Like, in fact, I think it comes to an advantage to be different. But comments, so they don't necessarily affect you, right? Like, I don't think they really affect me either, unless they like, oh crap, I'm messing up this mechanic. Yeah, yeah, go ahead and shit on me in the comments, by the way,
Yeah,
please.
talk real bad about him.
Please, please. I honestly, I deserve it. This kind of PvM right now, from my end, is lacking big time.
Well, it's meant to. It's
Okay, look at me mess up this one.
it's yeah,
But
you're not supposed to be doing great. That's
I mean, if I'm talking, no. If I'm listening to music, I'll definitely outperform like
yeah.
myself easily.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, comments don't really affect. I don't. Never have comments kept me awake at night, ever,
Yeah.
ever. Like, but they have definitely irritated me before. Like, you'll be like
Yeah.
thinking of them for like I don't know, like 10 minutes, and then day after, like I couldn't even think of mean comments that have been in my comments, apart from funny ones. Like I
Yeah.
don't even remember them.
Any particularly funny ones?
I mean, uh, there have
But
been people that said like, okay, I don't really want to say what they said, but they've said some suspicious things about things that my voice has done to them.
oh.
So we're talking like, I don't even want to say it honestly. It's definitely
Okay.
not serious, but people saying they've like
Uh-huh.
experienced euphoric things just by they can't be serious. Like it's odd. But yeah, there's that. I don't know. I didn't really don't want to be mentioning them because it's really strange. But yeah,
Yeah.
those are some of them. Or yeah, I'll be able to grab some for you if we weren't PVMing. But there's also people that just meme in the comments. They'll like shit
Yeah.
talk me, but they're actually my friends, and they'll just like saying like
Okay. Yeah.
they'll be like, "Oh, this is such a crap video. This I mean, this made me just I got necked." But at the end, they'll be like, "Yeah, but I subscribed though. Cheers."
Horrible. Wouldn't
Yeah,
watch again. Subscribe. Thanks.
yeah, that kind of stuff. Those are really funny to read. It's just, but yeah, the comments are just they're a way of throwing feedback. But I really don't. The comments I really don't like though are the comments that are like they say something. Either they say, "Hey, you missed this in your video," but then they didn't watch the entire video. It's literally in the video. They don't exactly hate comments, but they're like uneducated comments on the
Yeah.
video itself. Or you have people be positive about the video without watching the video. That's strange.
Oh.
They'd be like, "Yeah, I really like the part where you," and they're like, "Hold on, dude, this isn't." I've had people say, "I love your quest guides." Uh,
You're like quest
specific
guy.
quest. I don't have any except for like um a couple. They were talking about Fraxu. I'm sure you know him.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
If you've done any, it's just what? Like what? My boy, I'm not Fraxu. I've also been compared to Brillimeister, an older content creator that's now actually just a chef.
I've seen his food creations,
Yep,
culinary
yep,
creations, and the
yep.
pictures he posts. Yeah. Uh-huh.
hmm he's if anyone's gonna make stuff out of the RuneScape cookbook, not sponsored by the way, Jagex, please sponsor me. I will be an absolute sellout for your merchandise. I'm telling you right now, because at least then I won't get angry comments about certain mobile games being promoted, right? Even though there's not that many. Most people, actually, I think that might be interesting. At the point where have you been approached yet by any chance?
Oh
I'm not
goodness,
sure.
no.
It will happen. It will happen. But it could be like 7K subs. It could be tomorrow. It could be at 20K subs. I don't know. Make sure you have a public email, like a business email on your channel. That
Yeah,
will help
yeah,
with
I
more
have
description.
one.
Okay, okay, perfect. But I feel like when I started to get sponsors, I feel like the RuneScape 3 scene didn't really have. It wasn't as accepted,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like ever since, I mean, old school RuneScape scene as well. I've been taking more and more sponsors. I feel like people have become more accepting of sponsorships as a means to, because I remember being insecure about you know covering a game like Raid Shadow Legends, or I don't know, like Ace Defender, or some kind of idle clicking
Uh-huh.
game, and but then you realize, like, hold on, most people skip through them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make so much more money. It makes more sense to financially, but also, oh crap, I'm ignoring the minions. Sorry.
It's okay.
Let me delete those. There you go. Um, it also makes sense to do it like if you were to make a big video, you're able to spend more time on it if you are dependent on it, like for your income, than without a sponsor. Because instead of having to upload 5 videos for the same amount of money, you can just upload one video.
Mm-hmm.
So quality-wise, you can focus more on the video. But yeah, I feel like sponsors are more accepted now than ever in the RuneScape scene, which is good, because I mean, unless you're promoting some gambling garbage,
Yeah.
you're fine. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I've literally made jokes about like, hey, I mean, I need to feed my frogs, which I don't have anymore. So that's why I'm taking this sponsor.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people who are like, and I don't know if you probably have gotten this maybe before it was a viable income source, but a lot of people like to say, why don't you stream more? Why don't you upload more? Why don't
Mm-hmm.
you do XYZ more? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, guys, like, I'm an adult.
Yeah, I'm
I
an
have
adult.
bills to pay.
Imagine having to explain you do other things than just slave away for videos, streams, or whatever. Imagine having, hold on. Imagine needing to eat or sleep.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I need to buy food.
damn. I've, I, I mean, it could be worse. Like I've had people say, "Hey, where's your update video?" When I'm like trying to get it ready, because I'm
Yeah.
like 2 hours later than usual. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It,
like I just I have a job that pays me and I that has to come
hmm
first.
Exactly, that has to come for, like, it's not that hard like understand. I mean, that's, the weirdest thing is the majority of the player base are adults, so it makes it
Yeah,
even weirder.
exactly.
Do you not have a job? Like, what's going on here? Like,
Well, I've also
I
tried to explain to people because they've come to me and I'm very small, like in everything, like on Twitch and on uh
well, you're not that small on YouTube.
well,
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess
no,
I don't know. But people like have asked me, questions about like content creation and getting into it, and they a lot of them always say, "Yeah, I want it to be my job. I want to make a living." And I'm like,
really.
"That's
Oh
cool, but don't quit your day job and make sure because
no,
it's
don't.
definitely not as much as you think it is, especially on a small scale."
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I was talking about hourly rates, but yeah, if you're not someone with a consistent large viewer base, it's I think you'll be like just people make the joke, right? That the best money maker is to work at McDonald's and buy bonds. It's actually true though.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
like I mean, I could make like I don't even buy bonds with money. Honestly, I could based on the
Yeah.
videos, like, but I don't. Like, I just I don't know. Yeah, just but honestly, at which point you are scale wise, I definitely think you know what it's like to create RuneScape content. Like at least, like if you made 2, 3 videos and they've done well, you don't know what it's like to be a RuneScape content creator. But if you made
Yeah.
consistent videos for like 3 months, you know what it's like to be a content creator.
Yeah.
Definitely, you know the issues of maybe like not having the energy for a video, especially if you have a job. You know the
Yeah.
issues of creativity, or trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. There's a lot that goes on. Oh my! Apparently, there's a lot that goes on in this boss fight because I died. Yeah. It. Yeah. Content creation isn't necessarily a difficult thing to do. Like, I'm not saying you don't have to be an elite editor or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, but you do need to have like a jack of all trades of like knowing what to do and try and error. Like, you need to learn on the job to
Yeah.
become a good content creator. I think,
Oh, for
especially
sure.
like yeah, you can do the usual things right, like let's say good titles, good thumbnails, good video, good quality audio, which is way more important than visuals, by the way. uh oh fuck that. Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, I just
Sorry
had
for
a
the
little
language.
moment here and my dog just yelled.
Yeah, I whoops. Let's not talk about this. Okay, that one's dead. Oh, the corruption stacks. Oof, that is painful. But yeah, I think being YouTuber is being mediocre at a lot of things at once, I think. Or being exceptionally good at one thing.
Yeah.
Or like, you can be exceptional at everything, of course, but still kind of fail if your like content ideas suck. Like, you can be a masterful editor, but if you're editing, like, I don't know, yourself doing the laundry, I don't think many people are going to watch. I don't
Probably
know.
not.
There's probably someone going to be like, yeah, there's a channel I hear that does that.
Yeah, there's
They have
actually a 2
millions of
million
views.
subscriber laundry channel.
Yeah, I mean, surely. I mean, I've seen people be. Yeah. You have to be a jack of all trades to be a good
Yeah.
YouTuber, I think. Like, you have to be funny, I think, is one of those things. Or funny or be entertaining. Like, you can be serious and be
Yeah.
funny. I also feel like having some video or picture editing skills may help. Being able to write a script can help if you write scripts. Being able to hook an audience is a skill, I think. Being able to sell things might be a thing as well if you want to like have sponsors.
Yeah.
Come back at least. I say come back. Yeah, that's for some reason, by the way, some of those mobile games, they must be making bank off of the average lead because they keep coming back. Like, I'm pretty sure no one's clicking the links in my description. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man, no one's clicking those links. Like, how? Or they're like marketing so that, let's say at some point, like you've heard the word raid 10 times. You're like, I need a mobile game for the flight to I don't know, a different country. Yeah, I'll just download that game I've heard like 10 times. Maybe that's what they're going for, like being ingrained into your brain. Ugh. I don't know what they're
talking about it, but do you have any like advice for anyone wanting to? Because there's a lot of people actually now. I'm sure you've seen in the
popping
Discord
up.
that they're really starting to get into making RuneScape content. Ooh, I'm guessing this might be wrong.
No,
Oh, nice.
what do you mean? Oh, you mean the shape? I was like,
Yeah,
no,
sorry,
no,
I
you're
was
absolutely
like-
right on that. No. Yeah, you're definitely right on that. So, I mean, there's a lot of sources out there for the general things of like how to get
Yeah.
better at editing. It's a lot of self-study stuff. I think the most important thing for RuneScape content creation is that you build a foundation of videos.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I mean, I have been seeing a lot of people take off with like a small amount of videos,
Yeah.
but to really grow, I think you need a foundation of solid content. So being consistent is key. So
Yeah.
like not giving up after like 2 episodes of your Iron Man,
Yeah.
which I think is isn't a good way to grow. Actually, I don't think a series is a good way to grow on RuneScape. That is, unless it's exceptionally interesting. So, like, let's say you're doing like a crazy. Actually, no, isn't Chunk Yoni? Hold on. Yeah, so he has a really extreme series, but he has yet to really take off, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like with a series on RuneScape, it's really hard. I think it's easier to grow on RuneScape YouTube if you were to make one-off videos on certain topics. So let's say, let me re-overload. The thing with series is, before I mention what I want to say, is if you make a series, if the first few episodes don't take off, there's nothing really ragging your attracting an audience that's like hasn't seen the start. I think it's way better to start a series if you already have established an audience. I think it's far easier to grow your channel and be like a, oh crap, oh I just wasted living death. Wow. So like, let's say make videos on something you find interesting. Let's say you want to do a video on like, hey, gnome restaurant or something, like a secret moneymaker. I don't know, something like that. Which actually one of the video ideas I had, just saying that, but just didn't want to make it. For the scarves, I think.
Oh yeah.
Something else. Yeah, free video idea. Go ahead and take it because I'm not making it. That's for sure. I have an entire list. That's something people give me video ideas. I just slap them on the list if I like them. I'm never going to be able to finish that list. But I think, yeah, one-off videos, not like series content, is what will make you grow on RuneScape YouTube. That could be anything. That could be a video on your opinion on updates. That could be a video explaining some kind of DPS rotation. That's niche. So like a guide. But it could also just be you like sharing something about an update or some trick, you know. But guides are also a good way because they attract an audience constantly. They're like evergreen.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, what I did was mainly guides, but I also did opinion videos. And then eventually I started doing news and new updates, which I prefer doing. They're more relaxed. Yeah. So that's yeah, consistency is key.
Consistency, yeah.
And don't try to become a newspaper without anyone knowing your newspaper. I think it's a really important thing to keep in mind because that's just it sounds pretty logical. I think in my eyes, I could be wrong. You tell me, but I feel like if you're trying to, let's say you're trying to become, let's say you open a restaurant, right? No one knows your food.
Yeah.
No one. It might sound rough. No one gives a crap about like you giving a discount because they don't know how good your food is. But once you have a reputation for good food,
yeah,
you can start like doing that. Maybe you can start selling your sauce or something, that kind of stuff. That's when, yeah, when you can like start doing series. I don't even have a series. I always give up. I'm really bad at like keeping up a RuneScape series. I've always failed. It puts pressure on you, right? Like you need to. The people that do enjoy your series are going to be waiting for the next episode. It's kind of, it feels like for someone that's doing like just like me, you're trying to do what you like doing. It feels like you're being forced to make some kind of content, which I definitely dislike.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan. It's just
yeah. You gotta do stuff that you love too, and that's really important. And something I think
Otherwise,
a lot of people forget.
You won't keep up. If you don't enjoy YouTube, you're gonna burn out within like 3 months. I'm telling you right now. Unless you're making $1 million a video, you might be able to keep up. Like painful. Oh, this video. Oh, so terrible.
Yeah, it's hard to make.
But yeah, I'll be able to buy another mansion in 3 videos. It's all good. No. That's like that 2 extremes. It's not happening. Okay, it's just You're not going to be making any livable income from YouTube when you start out. That's just not happening.
Oh yeah.
Unless you go
No.
viral, which in
Mm-hmm.
RuneScape terms is not really going viral.
Yeah, going viral on
Like,
RuneScape is not the same as.
yeah, going viral on RuneScape is the equivalent of getting a Reddit post with like 3K karma, but then, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I don't know. Oh crap! I live in gift. Yeah, I'm really bad at multitasking. Um, it's useful information, but you gotta keep doing
Mm-hmm.
what you're like consistently doing to get anywhere. You can like make the master plan, and but at the end of the day, it is there's also some luck too. Actually,
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Right time, um,
Yeah.
right content.
Right time, right place, right people. It's, it
Mhm,
happens like in every situation for sure
mhm,
that you encounter in life. Yeah. There's always an element of luck that you can't
mhm.
account for.
Oh gosh. Okay, let me just
Uh-huh.
what the I just barricade against an account. Yeah, I'm stupid. Reflexes, keybind. Um. Oh my gosh, this skill's actually terrible. Genuinely terrible from my end. I'm literally whenever I say that, it's my end, not yours.
It's
Don't worry.
okay.
Wow, I'm
The
surprised.
intro to this is the gameplay is sus, It's I
Okay, yeah, add the disclaimer, please, for my own sake. Maybe yours as well. I don't know
I
how
know
good you're
it's everyone, just so you're aware.
answering questions is not easy when you're PVMing. Like,
Yeah. So you mentioned the updates, so this is relevant to what we've been talking about. You
hmm
make content on literally everything in the game. Like you don't
I don't discriminate. No,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, if that's the right word, I don't think
Yeah.
it is exactly, but yeah. I
Everything's
don't.
fair game, content wise. You don't leave
Mhm.
anything untouched. So I had an interesting question for you as someone who does look at all aspects of the game pretty frequently, I would say. Maybe not quests.
Yeah, not so much quick. I like the guides I have are just like periods of it which I was like, I'll do this
Yeah.
again, and usually it's like a Christmas quest or something, or
Uh-huh.
yeah,
But like
it's
what's going on in RuneScape. You're very on top
hmm
of it. What do you think
primal
RuneScape
armor.
3 is missing
Oh,
right now?
missing.
Yeah. Do you think anything is missing from the game?
This is going to be, I think, the biggest thing the game is missing, and I'm not saying this because new players are going to find it easier that way,
Mm-hmm.
but consistency across the combat system. So right now, what it's a hot topic is like primal armor not giving the bonuses that necromancy armor has,
Mm-hmm.
and that has to do with like coding issues or it being easier to not do so. But yeah, and then you have necromancy armor, which is just significantly better, has a passive. Um, but it requires you to go through like the entire gear progression system, so it's like different than one level 100 smithing. I think consistency is something RuneScape is missing a lot. So there's so many things that um, are not the same when compared to a different style or skill that just really make the game even more confusing than it already is.
Mm-hmm.
Even for me, sometimes like having to check something. Like I can imagine the 110 fletching and woodcutting update coming out. And instead of the new tree requiring level 100 fletching to fletch, it might require level 105 fletching for all I know. And that's something that I feel Jagex just should streamline once.
Yeah.
It's inconsistency. It might not be as apparent in day-to-day play, but it
Mm-hmm.
is something I think the game just if it had consistency it would be so much better and easier to explain as well.
Yeah.
Um, And right now, though, I mean, the same is with drop rates, actually. So this, for example, this boss, I think it's a 1 in 50 to get a 2 in 95. It takes longer to clear the dungeon, but yeah, Carapac hard mode is a 150, I think, for a piece.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, or like hour-wise, the grind you need to get certain weapons with the same
Mm-hmm.
tier could be more consistent. Um, I don't know. It's things that I think could be better.
Yeah.
There's also cosmetics are a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
They have completely ruined. I mean, some of the cosmetics that come out don't even work properly, as you might have like seen, known. That's
Yeah.
weird. Like, why release them at that point? Because they just look garbage.
Mm-hmm.
For something, I think RuneScape is a pretty big cosmetically focused game. RuneScape 3, sorry.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah,
one thing I'd like.
huge.
Yeah, I mean, you were showing me some really
Yeah.
ugly outfits
Some
earlier.
yeah, I'm
So,
huge into fashion myself, as you saw.
uh-huh.
Love
Yeah, I
it.
have a couple up as well. Yeah, it's how you can uniquely identify yourself as something in the game, like a certain cosmetic look,
Mm-hmm.
whether that's a knight, mage, ranger, or something random, or an ogre. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I'm surprised for how much money they make of microtransactions, and they don't focus on making them like the best they can be. But then you run into issues such as, hey, this cosmetic devalues existing weapons you can get because let's say the promotion that's going on right now, the Dark Phoenix blades, they look sick. Have you seen
Mm-hmm.
them?
I have not seen the blades. No, just the
Oh,
wangs.
yeah, they look way better than anything you get in game, in my opinion. Um, so that's an issue as well, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
because that way you can have level 1 gear and look sick. Kind of ruins the feeling of getting certain cosmetics. Ah, almost died there. Because monetization, of course, I wouldn't really call an issue at this point. It's more of like a thing that happens. Like it's been in the game for so long. Yeah, is it a problem? Probably. But it's not going to go away, which is sad.
Yeah.
Like uh, it's more like it not going away is maybe the problem, or it being so apparent, not the thing itself. I personally try to, and this is one of your things you listed as well, to better the game in ways I see fit.
Yeah.
With my platform, but there's really all that. I mean, I can influence the mods' decisions a little bit. I'm sure they have like they I know they watch my content, but it doesn't really. I am still another player. I should have a louder voice thanks to my channel. That's the only difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to use my channel to problems I find in the game to uh, better them. As oh crap, as I die. Um, an example I think is
Mm-hmm.
is actually that's another problem in the game. I really don't like that Jagex sometimes, and that's for comp players. Like they add these extremely long grinds to existing content, and they kind of design it in a way that it's just painful. I think Heads Oasis is a good example. I'm sure you remember getting the scarabs.
Yeah.
What value does it add, like game wise, to be doing that for like I don't know how many hours it takes?
Too many, however much it was.
Yeah, like what does that really add? Um, I feel like making artificially long. Oh, I'm almost dying. Wow, that's really sad.
Those gorillas smack you.
Yeah, I should be praying melee, but I'm just forgetting.
Yeah. They really hurt.
Mm-hmm. Uh, and hard mode probably even worse.
Yeah. Have you not done hard mode?
I have. I have.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really have too many issues with it, except for the final boss, which
Yeah.
I rage quit.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay.
I was like, I have a clip of me getting like a what is it? It was like a 20k HP before I died.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm doing something else now. Not worth my time. So many sign refreshes as well. It's tough.
Oh, yeah, I gave up on refreshing my
Yeah.
sign after like the first 3 attempts. It's like, okay, these don't
Yeah.
matter.
Uh-huh.
Learning it off of free Death League has got to be the most frustrating thing. I couldn't imagine. I took
Mm-hmm.
every chance I had during free Death Week to figure out how to do the boss because like, there's
Good
no way.
idea.
There's no way.
Good idea.
Well, it's cool. I like the boss. Like, I think it's cool. I like how the mechanics are telegraphed and whatever. But I think because they're telegraphed so well, they gave us very little time to react. And their game on their side is already laggy. And when you combine that with my internet, it's almost impossible. My friends have seriously been like carrying me to the 100 because I just can't do the boss, especially the last one. But like I have times where even here recording, my screen like freezes for like 3 seconds, and
Oh
it's
no, that's
like,
not good.
okay, I can't play like this.
I Actually, that's another good issue. Like
Yeah,
it's the game. The combat is too clunky for me to
yeah.
really care about getting good. That sounds weird. Like
No,
I
I
would
agree. Yeah.
like if it was smooth, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but it just isn't. So like you have to. A good PvM in RuneScape is good at is good at playing it. This game is good at using his or her crutches because that's kind of what it is. Like knowing your way around the
Mm-hmm.
little ins and outs of
Yeah,
honestly
working with the clunkiness to.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I I'm fine in where I'm at. I see no reason to really become better.
Yeah.
In fact, and this is funny, maybe, I think the better I get at PvM, the less relatable I get. So it doesn't really like
Mm-hmm.
it's something some people might not consider, but actually being if content creation standpoint, being a crap PvMer is probably going to be better than a really good PvMer. I think there's more people that can relate if you're crap.
Oh yeah. No, easily. Yeah.
Like Okay, try and make a guide for the try and make a guide on how to get I don't know 100 kill streak at 4,000 raid Zami, or make a guide for noobs by noobs, and then
Yeah.
that's there's way
Mm-hmm.
more people that'll be interested, and you'll be helping way more people. So effectively,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
what am I doing? Oh my, sorry. So wow. Okay.
Nobody saw anything.
Let's don't look at the time in the video, please. We're not gonna. Yeah.
Putting a timestamp right here.
Protoxx messing up the entire, just ignoring the entire mechanic. Unbelievable. Terrible. I'll make it up for you trying to DPS down a little harder. Oh yeah. Never mind.
No, no, that's so true though. A, a lot of my guides that I've made, I have had like less than 30 kills on the boss. Like I am very much learning it myself, and I find it easier to make a relatable guide when you are
All
still like
relatable.
really paying attention to what you're doing. And
Mm-hmm.
I find that I forget to talk about things less often when I'm actively learning it myself because it's fresh in my mind and I don't have all the
Mm-hmm.
pro strats figured out. And yeah.
I I agree. In fact, I think making a guide, and I do the same thing. I don't get 100 kills before I make a guide on a
Yeah.
boss, with maybe a few exceptions, but usually, if you want to have a day one guide or like a week one guide, you're not going to be the best of the best at the boss.
Oh yeah,
But
no.
that's also the period in which most people want to learn a boss, and
Yeah.
therefore getting something out with like some tips and tricks to get people their first kills and start learning by experience and finding out tricks is way more helpful than making the perfect guide, which you're not going to be able to make on release anyway. It's just not the mods are gonna adjust mechanics and that kind of stuff. It's just
Mm-hmm.
and right now they're actually it's really weird by the way. I'm not sure if you watched the live stream for the roadmap like expanded. What they're planning to
Uh-huh.
do or mod I think it was Mod Ryan, not Mod RS guy, but like Mod Ryan
Yeah.
is they're and this is just a plan, right? They're considering releasing a super hard version of a boss on release and then scaling it down after release week
Yeah,
to
I
force people to
did.
get
Yeah.
better. I'm
Uh-huh.
like, what? I don't really like
Uh-huh.
that idea personally. It's a bit
It's
odd.
I remember for someone who's not, and I've gotten better over time as
Mm-hmm.
one usually does,
Experience.
doing the same thing over and over
Yep.
again. But I very much remember a few boss releases, specifically Raksha, and that boss was nerfed after release. But Raksha on release, it I immediately gave up. It was too much, and it was intimidating. It was very intimidating, and especially someone who was still trying to figure out PvM. it was a little demotivating to walk into a boss and be like, oh wow, I have no business being here. I can't do this. Okay,
Right.
cool. I suck. You know what I mean? Like that sucks. So going in, like a lot of people maybe won't realize even that it's meant to be very difficult, and I could see how that could really negatively impact a lot of people trying to get in to
Mm-hmm.
PvM, especially after
Mm-hmm.
Necromancy where they kind of hard pivoted and was like, okay, wait, everyone should be able to PvM. It should be
Mm-hmm.
accessible. You guys can all do these
Yeah.
things. So it's interesting for
It's a
sure.
weird change of perhaps direction of, but
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like it's what they were going for is like I think what was mentioned was, hey, that would make it more exciting to watch streamers and to learn from it. But honestly, I think more people are going to be left frustrated.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
then scaling back a boss, I don't know. It's just I'm not a big fan of it personally. Possibly because I'm not the best
Yeah.
PVMer. That could be, a real it. I would hate to have a boss. Oh, I'm gonna kill these crappy scarabs. Which I can't kill and release because that was the only boss that I could never kill and release. And that was Raksha as well.
Yeah, rock. Yeah, it
I
was a lot.
I did kill it before the nerf, but
Yeah.
it took me. I didn't kill it on my like day one. Oh, sorry. Uh, uh,
I didn't even try. I think I walked in, I died 3 times, and I was like, okay, this is not gonna happen.
okay, that I didn't give up that
I didn't
easily.
even
I tried for
try.
5 hours. 5 hours, and I got the kill off stream.
Yeah.
Um, the next day I think, but yeah, it was nerfed and for good reason. It was clunky as hell as well. Like some of the tail swipes you couldn't, even if your counting didn't work properly.
Yeah.
The rocks did so much damage. I think it was like 6k a pop, and you would always get hit at least once.
Yeah.
It was insane.
I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't even like. I hadn't even started like prayer flicking when Raksha came
Oh,
out, so it was.
you were. That's a death
It
sentence.
was. Yeah.
Uh,
It was.
yeah.
I was not gonna be able to.
That was a death sentence.
I just wasn't there yet.
It's
But it sucks, you know, because something new comes out, especially in a game where like new exciting things like bosses don't come out but every so often usually. So kind of, I don't
yeah.
know. It would be cool to like do the content on release and maybe not. I don't know how long they're thinking about waiting to even scale it back if they do this, but it could kind of take a lot of the hype away from the update as well. Like, okay, so I just sit here and like wait.
Yeah. It's just
Okay.
yeah. Like
Cool.
nah, it's not fun. It's not fun.
But I know a lot of people are itching for a challenge, so hopefully
I mean,
combat achievements can be enough.
yes, exactly. Like that would be definitely common achievements. I mean, I'm looking forward to having achievements I can't do.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I think that's great. It's so healthy for the game. Yeah.
But just don't make it the elite ones. Make it the grandmaster ones impossible, please. I do want to get the task reward.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to be sad boy. Just ugh. I common achievements. It's going to be what I'm really curious to see what the grandmaster ones are going to be like, though. So like, surely it's going to be some insane
Yeah,
stuff.
like crazy. I would expect it to be.
Like Lucario is going to finish it day one, obviously. But hey, that's Lucario, you know.
Nice try, guys.
Yeah, different. Oh crap! Oh, let me. Boom! Fat little res. Love that. Nice.
Okay, listen. I told you one of my best internet friends is from the Netherlands. Listen to what she taught me. She didn't teach me much yet, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
butcher it. Okay, so what she's taught me is to say Hauda instead of Gouda.
What?
What? Is that not how you say it?
I don't know what this is the first time Halda.
Yeah.
What does it mean? What?
Gouda, like the cheese.
Oh, Halda. Ah.
Was
So
it
this
butchered?
so there's yeah, I mean there's two ways of pronounce. Oh, so I'm definitely on the wrong one. There's two ways of pronouncing it depending on like if you're from the south, There's like no G. There's like a soft G. There's like Gouda.
Oh, okay.
Gouda kaas. Instead of Gouda kaas. I don't know. Yeah. Hey. But yeah, that's the only thing you've learned?
No, she taught me. I know about the frikandel.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't butcher that too bad. That sounds like frikandel. Yeah, it just sounds right.
And I'm really gonna ruin this one. I don't think I ever fully learned how to pronounce it correctly, but it's from a song that she plays for us that she loves. It's oh no, I'm already gonna mess it up. Ik moit saipen. I don't know.
That means drinking.
Yeah, like it's like a yeah, it's like a party song, right? I don't know. It's some song that she plays.
I know. Okay, this is not a song I know, but I looked it up and it seems to be pretty popular.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh. And you can't say any swear words, cuss words.
Oh no. I actually like I
That's usually the first stuff, right? Like you learn.
It's so weird because my experience with languages overall has been like academic and professional. So I don't like in Spanish after talking with people that play RuneScape, I've learned a lot more of the bad words, but and Russian I know a few, but I don't
Russian.
yeah, Russian.
I mean, I know a few Russian as well, the typical ones.
Yeah. Я говорю по-русски, но очень плохо, but I don't know a lot of the bad words. And so I never even thought to ask her about any.
I wonder if anyone's listening at this point, please just mention frog in the comments in addition to your other comments. I'm curious, okay? I feel like the majority. This is something I've seen and researched. I think most people listen to podcasts of like an hour to an hour and a half max, with the preferred length being at 45 minutes. Yeah. I would be curious to see how many people go beyond like 2 hours listening wise. I think we had a really varied conversation. I think I'm gonna definitely be listening back to this. Because after the comments have like loaded in to be like, oh yeah. Yeah, we said it that way, yeah. I'm curious to see what people think about certain topics, especially the people that listen to the entire thing. Shout out to you.
Is there anything you want to say before I stop recording? Anything you want to get across or that you feel like, I don't know.
It might be a little bit too late, but whenever you're ready, whenever you've finished, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Hot PvM. Remember, if you made it this far, leave a froggy in the comments. I really hope you guys enjoyed getting to know a bit more about Protoxx. As always, like, subscribe, share, and most importantly, be kind to one another. See you next time, friends.